Morning, everybody. It's Ramona Remisat here with the Daily Angel Guidance Message for Tuesday, April the 18th. Hope you're all having a great day so far. Here it's very cloudy, overcast. I was going to actually go outside and do a reading, but it's just not that great out, and we're still very cold in the mornings. Only a few degrees Celsius. So in that case, I think I will hold off, but I will eventually head outside. I would love to give you a glimpse of the beautiful neighborhood that I live in. So today I wanted to work with the Healing with the Angels deck. Haven't worked with this one in a while. This is what it looks like. Just gonna wait another minute or so and see who else might be coming on. And I'm in my pre-running attire. I'm going to attempt a run after this, although I don't really feel like running. I've been very run down. Hey Laurel, nice to see you here. But I have to get back on track because I have a race coming up. So anyhow, the card for today, I love this one. And this one actually is one that they show me a lot when I'm doing readings. And I'll get more into why that is in a moment. But the card is Surrender and Release. Okay, Surrender and Release. So you can see how this woman is holding on really tightly to this water jug. And yet it's broken and all the water is spilling out, right? So it's really not effective as a water vehicle, if you will, or water vessel, right? And yet she's like holding on to dear life to this thing. And we often do that when things are not working in our own lives, when they're broken or they're not working well. We hold on to them because we fear if we let go of it, then maybe, we won't have anything to replace it. And I'll just give you a couple of examples of what I mean. A lot of times, we know that we're in the wrong relationship with somebody, or maybe the job that we're in isn't the right job for us. And yet we hold on to it because we fear, well, if I quit my job, I might not get another job, or if I let go of this relationship, then maybe I won't find somebody else, right? So we fear that empty space of letting go, right? And so what the angels are saying is, surrender and release. You have to be willing to surrender or let go of a situation. Hey, Anne, nice to see you here. We have to be willing to let go of a situation or surrender that, because they'll step in one of two ways. If something really is meant to be in your life, then they will heal that situation, or they'll fix it for you really easily. And if it isn't meant to be in your life, they will help you shed it very easily and then replace it with something even better. So you never have to worry about that void. So, and I don't know if you saw the beginning, we're talking about the card for today's Surrender and Release. And this idea that we hold on tightly to things that don't serve us, yet even though we know they're not working or they're not optimal for us, because we fear, well, if I let go of that, then maybe I'll have nothing. Like I said, the angels will always step in one of two ways. They'll either heal that situation or help you get rid of it really easily, so then you could be replaced with something even better, right? So you don't have to worry about that. I call it the void. We fear that void, or that hole, or what's going to happen if I let go. So today's homework is for you to think about your life in all the different areas, and you probably may already have a good sense of something that isn't working for you, like this water vehicle, right? It's not working, it's broken, the water is spilling out, but she's holding on to it, like for, good Lord, I have to keep this. So what is there in your own life that you're holding on to that isn't really working for you, that you could say, okay, angels, I turn this over to you. I'm surrendering this. And if it is for my highest good, fix it. If it isn't, help me get rid of it and replace it with something even better. Yeah, it's about taking that leap. You're right, Anne. But there's so much fear there that often people just can't get their heads wrapped around that. And it keeps them stuck. And, it keeps them from moving forward into the beautiful place that they're meant to go. And, the angels, they're tricky. They will deliberately push us out of our comfort zone on purpose, because that's where we grow, we expand, we stretch, right? There's that saying, nobody ever did anything great by staying in their comfort zone. And it's so true. So they have to push us sometimes. We have to take that leap. We have to release, okay? The other message that's coming through with this has to do with this word surrender. And they always show me the same thing because I love the movie The Wizard of Oz. So I always see that scene where the Wicked Witch is on the broomstick and she is writing in the sky, "Surrender, Dorothy," right? So it's same thing with us. If you feel like you are pedaling madly, you know, like bicycle, pedaling madly but going nowhere, it can be that it's time to take a step back and surrender, meaning, you know, rather than pushing and striving and, you know, going against a cement wall, backing off a little bit so that you can hear their guidance. Sometimes we are, you know, so frantic to reach a goal that we're pushing, where you can get so much further by just being. You know, we don't always have to be doing, and that's this problem we have in our head, because the mindset is that if we aren't doing something, if we're just being, that's lazy, right? Or, you know, we're slacking or whatever. But I can tell you, in nature, there is a growing season and a resting season, right? It's not always go, go, go. So sometimes there is a lot to be had from backing off and just being for a while, and allow the guidance to come through you, and then take action on that instead of what the busy mind is trying to tell you. Got to get this done and this and do this and do, you know, and you're like push, but you're going nowhere. Right? So think about that too today. Is there some way or something going on in your life where you're just pushing and chasing down? That's the other thing they're showing me, because, you know, we kind of like are going after our goals, and it's like my cat Mila chasing down that toy mouse, right? She's stalking it, she's going after it. But nothing likes to be chased. It's fear energy. So if you're chasing that perfect boyfriend that they'll always elude you, right? If you're trying to chase down that dream job, you don't get it. It's like that same kind of thing. If you're, you know, chasing down something, it's going to be 2 steps ahead of you. So yeah, she's so cute. She's sitting here on a chair looking out my window because there's 2 big hares that live in my neighbor's backyard, or like to hang out there, and she's just watching. Her eyes are all big, and there's a lot of action on the pond today with the ducks and the geese, so she's having a great old morning. But I hope that makes sense, right? You know, so just remember that, and you may even want to write this on a sticky. You know, nothing likes to be chased, right? It's fear energy, so don't chase things down. This is a time to relax and surrender, like it says, and just be in this moment. And this is really counterintuitive. So a lot of you might be feeling like this push-pull right now because we're in spring, and spring's energy is to go, to move, to begin, and all of that. And you might be feeling a little bit opposite of that. You might be feeling like you actually want to go into hibernation, right? And you want to just sit and take things in and absorb and do self-reflection and all of these kinds of things. And so it's this, you know, it's going kind of against the energy of the season. So if you're feeling a little bit of that inner turmoil, that can be what's going on with that too. Okay, so I just wanted to explain that because I know some people are having that. And that's what was coming up. So lots of good juicy stuff from today's cards: surrender and release. And do your homework. What can you surrender today to the angels and say, angels, I give this completely over to you. Like I said, if it's meant to be in my life, please fix it. If it isn't meant to be in my life, help me get rid of it and replace it with something even better. So I hope that makes sense, and I hope you'll come back and join me later today at 11:30 Mountain Time, 1:30 Pacific, or sorry, not Pacific, Eastern, for Takeaway Tip Tuesday. That's my regular weekly live stream that I do, delivering content to help you guys. And I've been away from that for the last few weeks because I was on holidays, but I want to get back to that. So I'm going to go for my run, shower up, and come back and share some stuff with you later on today. So I hope you can join me for that. And if you can't, you can always come back and watch the replay. All right, so have a great morning, everybody, or later in the afternoon, depending on where you are at. And we'll see you again very shortly. Take care.